Hi, I'm Ginger Bratzel from New Patient Attraction Automation, and during our times together in these video series, I usually share strategies and techniques on growing your practice and attracting more patients. But in light of recent events in Tulsa involving the oral surgeon who's been practicing for over 30 years, exposing thousands of patients to HIV, hepatitis B, and hepatitis C, and the publicity and the news coverage this is getting, I felt it was necessary to address this situation, not only the impact to your practice, but to dentistry as a whole, and what are we going to do about it. You see, I feel this is a situation we need to get on very quickly and reassure our patients. This whole situation we don't understand, we won't probably understand what the impact of the extensive nature of it for years to come. But this is impacting not only the patients in this practice, but every patient in this country. And it is real now because they are questioning the quality of their care and what they're getting and how they're being taken care of and their safety. We all know in the industry that this is a very rare event, but that really does little to calm patients right now and their current concerns, especially if they're already dental phobic, if they already have issues with coming to the dentist. This is not helping the situation, and we need to resolve this and get on it very quickly. While we know patient safety is an important thing, and we strive to make it happen every day, and how we in the dental industry want to handle the infection control and make sure it's taken care of, it's always at the forefront of our mind, but now it's the forefront of our patient's mind, and we need to address it. You know me for talking openly about marketing. And while this might seem like a different topic, I don't think it is very much. Because as I've always explained, marketing is a message that people already have in their mind. You're delivering what they already are feeling or thinking about it. And you're going to come to them with a solution to resolve it. Well, right now, the problem that they have in their mind that needs to be resolved is how are they going to be safe? How are they going to be taken care of? How is this an important thing in their lives, and how are you going to protect them? Well, that's what we need to do, and we need to focus on that and make sure we resolve that issue in their minds so they can take care of themselves and come in for care. We don't want people delaying treatment because they're fearful of the dentist now. Your marketing message is changed, and it's all on infection control. While this has been going on in the background, we need to bring it to the forefront. Patients don't understand the phrases like infection control, but they do understand words like clean, decontaminated, sterilized. Those are words that they understand. And so these are the words we need to be using in a patient-friendly manner. We need to address it in their words. From 5 to 95, whatever it needs to be appropriate for them. Any marketing that you might be doing right now, Yellow Page, internet, SEO, I don't care. It's got to also contain phrases about infection control. Things like, we uphold the strictest sterilization steps for your safety, and we will never compromise your care. That needs to be on every marketing message piece you have. I don't care if it's a toothbrush you're giving out or a business card. This has got to be on there. This has got to be back in the forefront of their minds. They don't know about what an autoclave is, but they do know what clean is, and they know what sterilization is. Again, we're going to be educating them on a lot of things. We don't need to teach them what we do and how to do it. We need to make sure they know that they're being safe. I would recommend everybody being very proactive on this and start marketing to patients on infection control and safety in a calming way, patient-friendly ways. The ADA is putting out a lot of literature on being proactive on this and providing information on the topic, giving you some hints and helpful tips on doing that. You need to be using that. And you need to have specific marketing going on. Instead of cosmetic marketing or implant marketing, you need infection control marketing. Patients need to hear this from us, and it needs to be where they're comfortable and they understand it. These are the words they're asking for us to say. It's great it's coming from the Dental Association, but it's got to come from your office because it's your patients. We want to resolve all the questions and objections that they might be having, patients and prospects, this is new and existing patients, before they ask them. So we need to have information out there that they're seeing and reading so they can be calmed and never have to ask us. And if they do ask, we need to be prepared. We need to make infection control a major part of the patient experience. Just like restaurants show you their kitchens and how clean and how well they're organized, That's what infection control needs to be. Sterilization areas need to be on tours. They need to see packaging going on, spore testing, hand washing, gloves. They need to know that's all going through and make sure they're being taken care of. Patient tours doing new and existing patients need to be in the forefront. They need to know what your sterilization looks like. And when they come into the operatory, they need to make sure they're seeing signs of sterilization everywhere. Again, they shouldn't have to ask if you're doing it. If they see it, they'll know. So they need to see sealed packages on the trays ready to go with that color change. They need to see wrapped cassettes. So when you unwrap that in front of them, they know they're being taken care of. The certificate you get from the spore testing place, it needs to be framed prominently in your reception area, any public area, so they know. And if you need to put a plaque on top of it, says, we take your safety seriously. We are committed to do it. And this is just one more way we do it. It's just as important as your dental degree right now. Make sure every member of your team who has any contact with patients can answer all prospective patient questions about infection control. And not only just answer them, they need to be comfortable in answering them, and they need to come out and just flow. Second nature. If you need to rehearse scripts again, that's okay. This is the time to do it. There should be no hesitation in their voice, and every office needs to take time to master and remaster these skills. This is our opportunity to step up our game, and we're going to take it as an industry. Things like questions to patients. I'm glad you asked me about this because I wanted to assure you that in my dental practice, we follow the most stringent infection control procedures. And what I would tell patients in my own practice was, not only are you a patient in my practice, I get my dental care here, my family gets their dental care here, my friends get their dental care here. And so what I'm doing for you, I'm doing for all of them. And so we want to make sure it's the same level because we don't want to put anyone's health at risk. Also telling staff, prospective patients and existing patients that you only have team members who are qualified, trained, and licensed by the state, by those regulations, performing care and treatment that they are allowed. That you're concerned about their safety, and that is always a foremost priority, and you will not compromise at any steps. When they're concerned about what you're doing, is that enough? Letting them know that you follow the current infection control protocols, sterilization protocols to keep them safe. That is what you're going to do. Tell them I work with the American Dental Association and the Centers for Disease Control to make sure any special recommendations they have for dental offices we are following, and we are always current on the information. You will never have to worry about us having outdated information here. If you'd like to see what we do, I'd be glad to show you. Don't hide anything. Be totally transparent. And when you're willing to show things, that makes them comfortable. That makes them understand that this is totally open. You have nothing to hide. Make sure all dental staff involved in patient care scrub their hands in front of the patient each and every time in fresh gloves. If they walk out of the room, they take off those gloves and they're coming back with clean gloves because they don't know what happened out there. Everybody's wearing clean masks, gowning, eyewear protection, so they know that it's being taken care of. It's common sense to us, but now we need to make sure we're vocalizing it and show patients again. Let's pretend, let's start all over because they deserve that from us. Make sure also, let them know before you walk in the room that all the surfaces have been decontaminated and disinfected. The dental chair, the instruments are sterilized, even the dental light, all the drawer handles, they don't understand that. Countertops, we wipe everything so there's no cross-contamination and everything's clean. I mean, at this point, let's wrap this up. This is what's going on. This is our time to be proactive. This is our time to take dentistry back, and I want everyone involved in it. This is a wake-up call for some people. 99% of people are doing things great, but 1% needs to up the game. And also for all of us, this is our opportunity, and we need to see it as this, our opportunity to serve patients better and safer, and everybody wins. I mean, that's what we're here for. So we welcome this. We're going to change this situation, and we want to let patients know that's what's going on. Thanks for being with me. Feel free to share this with your friends or colleagues because, again, I want everyone to be involved. We're all going to take it back, and these are tips how we can do it. We're not going to let dentistry be discouraged or get a scar on our face from this episode. We're going to take it back. This is Ginger Bratzel signing off, and I want to say bye-bye and be really safe out there. Take care.